Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we ask you to behold with abundant favor us your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Amen.
General business, communication from the chair.
Honourable members, I have this communication from the Speaker's office. Good afternoon, honourable members. I wish to inform the House that the office of the Director of Public Officers Declarations, ODPOD, will visit Parliament from tomorrow, Thursday, 3rd April 2025 to next week, Wednesday, 9th April 2025, to distribute to all honourable members of Parliament documents for the 2024-2025 financial year annual declarations. Honourable members, as we are aware, this process is a statutory requirement which we need to oblige with in order to ensure that we demonstrate our transparency and accountability as we serve our people in this country. The process is done annually as per the provision of the law, and this time we will be completing the declarations as we are going towards the closure of our term of office. May I appeal to all members, all honourable members, to collect the forms and fill them during this stated period when all DOPD officials will be here at the Parliament building. Thank you very much for your kind attention. On behalf of Right Honourable Catherine Godanhara MP, Speaker of the National Assembly of Malawi. That marks the end of my announcement this afternoon. Thank you. Leader.
Good afternoon. First Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Kwachema, and good afternoon, leadership and all honorable members of Parliament. I want to ask for a motion. This motion is about to move for a supplementary order paper for us to handle a business which I'm ably told by the table that it's under upcoming business, and this is to do with an OPEC fund bill, and it's mainly to do with finalizing familiarities with what the Honourable Minister indicated about the Makanjira Road, the funds that we need to formalize with Parliament. I beg to move.
Honourable members, there is a motion that a supplementary order paper be circulated in order that we tackle upcoming business. To be more precise, the OPEC fund that deals with the finalization of the Makanjira Road. Those of the opinion say aye. And those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. I see the people of Mulanjibali, point of order, Mulanjibali.
Right Honorable Speaker, I need your guidance. This being a House of Records, you have made an announcement on the bill that is on upcoming business, but the way it has been worded to say is if you're talking about finalization, the two words that has been used, are they parliamentary? Because it's either the bill talks about a specific project, and why should we call a bill that we want to finalize something? Can we get an explanation from your office, sir? Why are we calling that bill that way? Is there any reasoning or political reasoning why we have chosen? Because the bill that we received in this House does not say...
Honorable member, without troubling you, it's government business, true government business, bill number 15 of 2025. If you check on your gadget, bills, bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Makanjira Road Project, loan authorization, which was secreted to the honorable members on Friday, 27th March 2025. There is no any anomaly here. Unless otherwise. Yes, Mr. Barredo, calm down. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. If the way you have read the bill, sir, is the way this House has been requested, the people of Mulanjibali have no problem. But when we started to say, two words have been used, finalization and the completion. But this bill, we are talking about the rehabilitation of the Makanjira Road. Don't you think, sir, those two words are completely different? It's like the road has been
Honorable Mulanjibali, I agree with you entirely, and the hashtag will capture it the way we have read now.
Thank you, sir.
That's why I love you. You're always alert. Thank you, Mulanjibali. From 2014 to date, still alert. We are together in the Committee of Health, still alert. You are there at the Abuja Declaration, claiming that the Minister of Health must be allocated 50%. You always speak about the Abuja Declaration. So you always alert, Mulanjibali. May the Lord bless you and come back on 6th September 2025. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. So, honour members, the bill is Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Makanjira Road Project, loan authorization. This bill was secreted to the honourable members on Friday, 27th March 2025. So as I said, the motion was passed. May the supplementary order paper be printed and indeed secreted, both physical and electronic, so that we tackle this bill today. Thank you. Leader of the House.
Right Honorable Speaker, the leader will not tackle something you have tackled. However, you should know that when a bill comes here, a money bill, it means that negotiations have been done and then authorization comes from Parliament. So what I said is finalizing the process of getting OPEC funds, because this means the Minister of Finance has done all negotiations. But I'll leave that. If it was in court, I would say my errand colleague has told me something. So my errand colleague from Mulanjibali. But I now stand on another motion, and the motion is to ask that we waive the order paper. And this time around, we tackle Bill number 10 of 2025. And this is International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access, Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi project using the MAD-Phase Programmatic Approach Program, authorization and ratification. which was circulated in Parliament to honorable members on Thursday, 20th March 2025. I beg to move.
Honorable Leader, the order paper is flowing, so that's just guidance. So it won't be a motion, we just flow as it is. So you're giving us the guidance, so we'll not move a motion. Thank you. Clerk?
Item 3, government business, bills, first reading, Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi Project, using multi-phase programmatic approach program, authorization and ratification.
Minister of Finance, second reading when?
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker, today and now.
I beg to move. Second reading today and now, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. Today and now, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance. Honourable members, there is a motion on the second reading of Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi Project, using the multi-phase programmatic approach program, authorization and ratification, which was circulated to all members on Thursday, 20th March 25, be taken today and now. Those of the people say aye, and those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is taken.
Government business, bills, second reading, Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi Project, using the multi-phase programmatic approach program, authorization and ratification.
Honorable Minister. Waiver.
First Deputy Speaker, I beg to waive that all relevant standing orders be waived in order for us to tackle this bill, because it hasn't satisfied 28 days of notice. I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance. Honorable members, there is a motion that we waive all legal ceremonies in order to allow us, tackle this bill, despite it having not reached the 28-day requirement. Those of the bill say aye, and those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. I see Machingali Kwenu. Point of order, Machingali Kwenu. Machingali Kwenu, Mike.
Honorable First Deputy Speaker, it is important for a minister to articulate why the bill is important, why we must curtail the period in question. That is fundamental in order for the people to decide whether to agree to waive the period or not. I just wanted to
I do sustain the point of order from our dear learned Machingali Kwenu SC. Honourable Minister, may justify why we need to waive.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. First Deputy Speaker, I totally agree with the Honourable Member, SC, that my office should brief this House, but also the general public, the importance of this one. Malawi is on a trajectory to achieve 75% access to electricity. This bill, therefore, seeks to provide increased access to electricity to quite a good number of people of Mulomba, Moriba, Sante, Machingali Kwenu, Doha East, including Jamama, First Deputy Speaker. I therefore beg to move that the House accepts that we actually debate on this bill, and I beg to move.
Honourable Minister, the motion was already moved. You are just justifying. You are trying to respond to the point of order. So hope that satisfies matching and requirement in the entire House. Honourable Minister, you have the floor. Honourable Minister. Is it the same matter or something different? Chilads West.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable First Deputy Speaker. Mine is just a concern that we are always flouting our own standing orders in this Parliament. We knew, for example, that we are going to meet. We knew that there was going to be this bill and several other bills. But every time we are waiving to ignore the standing orders. Can we do something about it? I think it's becoming a tradition now that I will waive. But we are supposed to respect our standing orders, not to ignore them every time. Thank you, First Deputy Speaker.
Honourable Member for Chiladzuru West, it's not necessarily reflecting on standing orders, because this one has met the 7-day requirement. But that one is very key. Thank you. Honourable Minister, let's proceed. Unless the leader wants to say something.
Honourable Speaker, I'm rising because we will not stop waiving the standing orders. We will explain. And I like what Machingali Kwenu did, to appreciate why we need something. But if we think we can handle all bills without waiving standing orders, that is not practical. That's why our forefathers, the ones who came up with the standing orders, had to put it right away there. And they put it because they know we have to explain. That's why Machingali Kwenu said, fine, but can you tell us why you are doing this? But to stand here and say, we'll never waive standing orders, for this whole sitting, all the bills that we have done, we have never waived the standing orders. But today, this one and the one to come, we'll waive the standing orders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Leader of the House. Mr. Finance?
I know. First Deputy Speaker, the bill before the House seeks to authorize and ratify a financing agreement between the Ministry of Finance, Economic Affairs, on behalf of Malai government and the International Development Association, dated the 16th day of January 2025, under which the IDA agreed to provide to Malai government a grant in USD currency, not exceeding in the aggregate the equivalent of 187,100,000 special drawings, which is SDR 187,100, and an equivalent of USD 245.8 million approximately, in Malai Kwacha 426 billion, for the implementation of a project called ASSET. Deputy Speaker, Malawi, allow me to provide a brief background of this project. The ASCENT project under the MATFACE programming will be implemented by two entities, the Ministry of Energy and Electricity Supply Corporation of Malawi. The main objective of the project is to increase access, as I said, to clean and sustainable energy in Malawi, and this project will specifically focus on 5 components, namely on grid electrification, the last mile grid connection, the off-grid connection through solar home-based systems, and energy access to schools and health facilities. That includes clean cooking solution and technical assistance and capacity building. As we said, the first component, Deputy Speaker, is about last mile connection, which will support grid electrification. And that's ESCOM will be able to connect 235,000 households. It will also support the grid desertification, including through the purchase, construction, and installation of transformers. The second component, Deputy Speaker, will be implemented by the Ministry of Energy by scaling up off-grid solar energy solutions, targeting households and communities beyond reach of the current national grid through scaling up of the Mpungwepungwe Fund. And this component to provide working capital through a line of credit, but also provide grants in the form of result-based financing. Deputy Speaker, the third, on energy access for schools and health facilities, this component to support in electrification of schools and facilities, both grid, ESCOM, and off-grid Ministry of Energy connections. This component will be implemented in the Ministry of Health and Education through Ministry of Energy. It is expected that under this, 1,000 schools and 280 health facilities will be connected. The fourth component, Deputy Speaker, is focusing on clean cooking solution. This component will support the expansion of markets for Tier 4 and 5 modern energy cooking, which includes the deployment of electric and liquefied petrol gas cooking, and this will help establishment of clean cooking loan window under the NNNF, and this financing mechanism will support small and medium enterprises. The component number 5, Deputy Speaker, is on technical assistance and capacity building, and this will support ESCOM and Ministry of Energy to acquire necessary capacity and analytical tools to achieve the required tasks under the project. Deputy Speaker, this project is in line with Malawi 2063 and MIP1, as it is designed to support Malawi in achieving its strategic goal of reaching at least 50% electricity access by 2030. Deputy Speaker, this project will be implemented for a period of 5 years. And with regard of the financing, I wish to inform the House that being an IDA grant, government will be expected to pay commitment charges on and withdrawn balance in the event that it is not waived by the World Bank during the operations period. The maximum commitment charge on the unwithdrawn financing balance is always 0.5% per annum, and the World Bank Board waived commitment charges for the financing in the year 2025-2026. It is our hope, therefore, that the commitment charges for the upcoming years will also be waived. In case the commitment charges are not waived, they will be paid from the government consolidated fund. I therefore invite honorable members to join me in thanking the International Development Association for providing this grant to the government of Malawi, and I call upon the House to support the bill that provides 426 billion Malawi kwacha for us to have access to electricity. I therefore beg to move that second reading be done now. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. May I now recognize spokespersons from the main opposition parties, beginning with the DPP. I see Kwachema Mcp. 10 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First, Deputy Speaker, first is to thank the leadership of DPP, none other than Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for allowing me to respond to this bill on behalf of the party, but also to do so on behalf of our spokesperson who is not around at the moment. So first, Deputy Speaker, this is a very good bill because it is going to increase access to energy. and not just any other form of energy, but clean energy and sustainable energy. So it's very, very important bill, which will see this country being provided with resources equivalent to 426 billion Malawian kwacha over a period of 5 years. The good thing about this bill, First Deputy Speaker...
Honourable member from Mulanje, order please.
The good thing
Honourable
about
member
this bill,
from Mulanje, order please. You know yourself when you're asking which Mulanje. You know it's you.
So, First Deputy Speaker, I was saying that this is a grant. It is not a loan. So this is basically free money that's coming into the country. It is only coming through Parliament for Parliament's approval because of the necessity to pay commitment charges. And the commitment charges will be paid on any unwithdrawn amounts. And that is a catch, First Deputy Speaker, because usually Malawi fails to withdraw. It fails to draw the money from the financiers. And we spend a lot of money even on grants to pay for commitment charges. The reason we fail to draw is because of lack of capacity. We are usually not ready for utilization of this money. Now I'm going to draw your attention, First Deputy Speaker, to the components here. We are talking of a component where schools and health facilities are going to benefit from this amount. We are told about 1,000 schools and 280 health facilities. What is being said in the bill and in the statement of the minister is that selected schools shall benefit. This is a clear form of lack of transparency. If you just say selected schools, it's as good as saying no school should expect, because you may not be one of them to benefit. But we are here, 193 representatives of the people, and we can't, at this stage when we are authorizing such a huge amount of money, we cannot even disclose that the constituencies, 193 constituencies, are going to benefit at least 3 or 4 schools each. So that at least we can help monitoring. Because if it happens, if it doesn't happen in my constituency, then I'll come back and say it never happened. First Deputy Speaker, I know the minister will have a chance to give his wind-up speech, so maybe he's going to come up with the solutions to what I'm saying. But just to give you an example, First Deputy Speaker, we were told by the Tonse administration that they will provide 1 million jobs to the people of Malawi. And they left it there. It was so ambiguous. But if you calculate, First Deputy Speaker, 1 million jobs, if those are divided between the districts that are here in Malawi, your district, First Deputy Speaker, would have had new recruitments of not less than 35,000 young people. 35,000. And if you have about 10 constituencies in Kasungu, in your constituency alone, First Deputy Speaker, you should be able to point out 3,500 new recruits. But can you even point out 100 new recruits in your constituency? You can't. I cannot. He cannot. I think even the finance minister cannot produce a truckload of newly recruited people, and a truckload is just 100 people. He cannot put them in one truck to say these have been recruited under this administration. But we are talking of your expectation should have been 3,500.
Honourable member, stick to the bill.
So I'm giving. So I'm telling you that. So what we are saying here, First Deputy Speaker, is that when statements are ambiguous, sometimes people don't have expectation, or they have too much expectation. It is very, very important to complete these statements and say 1,000 schools in the districts, we shall divide them as follows. In the constituents, we shall divide them without even mentioning which schools, but at least we should be able to expect something, and even the health centers. The other thing that I would like to comment on is on off-grid connection component. So first, Deputy Speaker, off-grid connection component is to do with the forms of energy like the solar systems and the like. But if you look at how this money is going to be applied, it says that loans shall be given to companies, or indeed grants to companies who shall be providing these services. And I think this is also an area where we need explanation to say what sort of criteria shall be used for a company or indeed an organization to qualify for this money when there are already organizations that are actually supplying the solar systems in this country. The other component is, First Deputy Speaker, is to do with what they call clean cooking solutions. And clean cooking solutions is to do basically with usage of gas. And in this country, First Deputy Speaker, not many people are conversant with the usage of gas. There's need for a lot of sensitization so that we prepare the people. They should be able to know how they can use gas without causing accidents. But also to say that gas is very expensive in this country. It is very, very expensive. We can call it a clean energy source, but it is very, in fact, very, very expensive. You cannot afford using it in our homes. So I think this bill should not only look at provision of gas stoves, but it should also look at provision of subsidies on the cost of gas itself, because that is the area where we have to focus on very, very much. So, First Deputy Speaker, as I said, that we cannot stand in the way as a major opposition party. We like this, we love this, to be, in fact, to say in plain terms, First Deputy Speaker, most of the period that it shall be implemented, I think the DPP shall be ruling. So we need this money. It's the next 5 years. It's the next 5 years that DPP will be ruling in this country. So we really need this money in order to implement this project. And that's why we are authorizing this grant, that let it come, but let us be prepared. Let us have the capacity so that we don't pay too much commitment fees. First Deputy Speaker, we agree to the bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honourable Member, for Mpungwepungwe. The chair always enjoys your contributions. Keep it up, sir. Please come back. We now go to UDF, Zomba Ntonya. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving this space to the mighty UDF to comment on this very important bill. Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very important bill to local Malawians. As a representative of the people, as the one who is commenting on the behalf of the UDF, I'm very proud today to comment on this bill. This is progress, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this bill is to increase clean and sustainable energy access in Malawi. You know, where most of us are coming from, people are living in darkness. Where I'm coming from, we have a village near Senjele Primary School, known as Chikumbeni, where the people are very progressive. They had already done the conduiting and the wiring of their houses in anticipation of power and grid to their village. We have primary schools like Namiala, Nachiswe, Matua. I hope they will benefit again from this bill and so many other schools in this country, including health facilities. This is progress. Mr. Speaker, the components in this bill, the project constitutes a phase of the multi-phase pragmatic approach program and consists of the following parts. 1, last mile grid connection. This means that Mr. Speaker, can I be protected? Sometimes...
Honorable members, allow... No, honorable members, when the minister was speaking, this side...
Was quiet. Yeah.
Now...
This is the problem with...
We allow...
Honorable member from
Honorable Zombantonya, let me speak.
We wish his
sought protection
here could have been transferred to here. Maybe he could have been keeping quiet. The bill
the chair is enjoying your debate. Please proceed.
It's targeted in 5 components, Mr. Speaker. Component number 1, as I've already alluded to, is the last mile grid connection. This means, Mr. Speaker, that the rural masses will benefit from the connection from ESCOM. And number 2 is the energy access for schools and health center. This is very important too. Number 4, Mr. Speaker, is the issue of clean cooking. As my colleague from Mangochi Mcp has alluded to the fact of using gas. Gas is very important, and as a country, we have a very huge job to enlighten our masses on how to use gas. Gas is very important too, Mr. Speaker. But the concern that the UDF and the people of Zombantonya has is the slow absorption of resources. This is our biggest challenge as a country. I think it is time that we do a self-introspective as a country and find out the gaps that we have that necessitates the low absorption of donor funds. You know, we are sitting here, we've lost before secondary schools because we could not move, we could not absorb the finances. So the way this country is, how poor we are, for us to be the last people to absorb finances like that, it's a pity. It's high time we need to do the right things to save the local Malawians out there. With these few remarks, the UDF supports the bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member representing UDF leader. And then we'll go to Mzimba North.
I was rising up after listening from Mangochi Mpungwepungwe. You know, Mangochi Mpungwepungwe has been in the house for a long time. Actually, we used to hear him when we were not in the house, how brilliant this young chap is. He's a very brilliant young man. Of course, he knows politics. He was a minister of economic planning. Then when we took over government, we found the electricity access in Malawi at 12%, 9%. Now it's at 24% within a few years. And with this project, it's going to reach at 70%. So he's very good at calculating. So he should keep on dreaming. By the way, that man is unpredictable. That man is unpredictable.
Honorable leader, there's no that man here.
He's my good brother, by the way.
Honorable leader. No, honorable leader, retract your words.
Fine. The other thing I wanted to say is when you find the leader of UDF supporting this bill, it's for the purpose that he is looking for this government. Because at least if he has got some training centers we have given electricity, it is in this government. And I can mention a few that he has benefited. He's one of the people that are coming back
come 16 September 2025. And one of the reasons is the electricity we have given you in your constituency. With these few remarks, I beg to move that debate be curtailed in order to allow the able Minister of Finance to end up debate. I beg to move.
Members, there's a motion that debate on the bill be curtailed in order that we allow the Honourable Minister to wind up. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, if we have issues that excite the House, access to electricity is one, and I'm not surprised that whosoever stood to speak on this one really supported the bill. Kwachema Mcp, let me just clarify that if you look at the bill, page 3, under component 3 on energy access to schools and health, we have explicitly indicated and quantified that 1,000 schools and 280 facilities or health facilities will actually be connected. And we've gone beyond that, where we are saying electrification will be done in phases, and every constituency will be supported with 2 schools duly provided the responsible honorable member of the constituency. So including him in this bill will be able to give us schools of his choice, including health facilities to be connected. In terms of affordability of the clean cooking, the off-grid provision of clean cooking is to provide access to households that are very far from the main grid. We have considered their status in terms of how they get, income and financing. I think that's the reason why we are opening up a line of credit for those that will be providing the services in order to reduce the cost. Because if they would be able to buy directly, provided that would actually have some hiccups. Deputy Speaker, UDF has supported this one. We want just to assure the honorable member representing UDF that this bill will increase the access to a number of trading centers. And I hope when he comes next time, he will be able to give us a long list. Since this bill is increasing access to 50%, we are sure that the creation of jobs will be very much easier or easily done, and that the issue raised by my brother from Kwachema Mcp will be clarified. And next time, when we come again after September, because this government is continuing, yes, we'll be able to tell them the list of the job created because of bills like this one. Second, Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that second reading be taken now. Second, Deputy Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister, for winding up the debate. Now I put the question that bill number 10 Honourable members, I beg to move the second reading of bill number 10 of 2005 be read a second time. Those of the bill say aye, and those of the bill say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Government Business, Bills, Committee Stage, Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi, project using the multi-phase programmatic approach program, authorization and ratification.
Before you go into committee stage, I see point of order whip from DPP, Rumpinov.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker. Just an observation. Right Honorable Speaker, this House has got very, very brilliant young men and women. And therefore, to allow for a bill to be responded to by only two people, two members, with all these bright minds here seated, they are not allowed to contribute on a bill. It does not augur well with the public out there. We are always seen as if we are rushing or about something bills. Allow members to debate. I submit, First Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Whip from DPP, I do entirely with you, but if your motion is moved and the whole House agrees, the chair has no option. But I agree with you entirely that we need at least 2-3 members to contribute. Thank you. We now go into committee stage and now invite the people of Nsanji Lalanje, chairperson of Budget and Finance Committee, to chair committee stage. Thank you.
Order, honourable members. Good afternoon, honourable members. Welcome to the committee stage of Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Ascent Malawi project using the multi-phase programmatic approach program, authorization and ratification. Honourable members, I wish to inform you that so far the chair has not received any notice of proposed amendments on this bill. If no one wishes to speak, I now put a question. The question, yes, Honourable Chotava.
Thank you very much, Honourable Chairperson. I would like to seek a clarification on part 2 of the bill. Mpungwepungwe Fund I think Ngwengwengwe Fund should be explained better, maybe in brackets, in English, or a full sentence in our vernacular language. Otherwise, someone can just wake up and say Ngwengwengwe, and some people may not understand. And secondly, Honorable Chairperson, the minister has explained that each and every constituency will benefit to maybe 2 centers like hospital or secondary school. I would like to seek a clarification on this and an assurance if this will not be politicized. I thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Cholota. Honorable Minister of Finance.
Chair, through you, I want to thank Cholota for our question. Ngwengwengwe or Ngwengwengwe is the name of a project within the Ministry of Energy. This is a project where they would like to connect quite a good number of people who don't have access. It is heavily subsidized. This is where I think 2 weeks ago, the Ngwengwengwe people were actually bemoaning the fact that they have received quite a good number of meters, ESCOM meters, but no one is actually coming because the applicants were just very few. So the term Ngwengwengwe means bringing light throughout 24 hours. That's 24 hours access of electricity. So it will be Ngwe. I know that some people might think as if there is not much been done, but Ngwe is doing quite a lot. On the access to or connecting 1,000 schools and 280 facilities, the bill clearly indicates that a member of each and every constituency will benefit, and a member of parliament will be given a chance to choose schools that are going to benefit and access from this electricity. And I think an explanation cannot be more clear than this one. We are saying, honorable members, who have a choice of at least 2 facilities to be connected, because we believe, and this bill believes, that honorable members know exactly the problems in their constituencies. Simply put, Chair, each and every constituency will benefit. Chair, I submit.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Finance, for emphasizing the point of having at least 2 sites that will be chosen by the sitting members of Parliament that are right in this House. If no one wishes to speak, I now put a question. The question is that clauses 1 to 5 stand part of the bill. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honourable members, this marks the end of the committee stage of Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, Accent Malawi project, using the MATFAIR's Programmatic Approach Program, authorization and ratification. Thank you so much, honourable members, for your active participation. Thank you.
Correct.
Government Business, Bills, Report Stage, Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, ASCEND Malawi, project using MADFACE Programmatic Approach Program, authorization and ratification.
Honorable Minister reporting.
First Deputy Speaker, I beg to report that Bill number 10 of 2025 has passed the committee stage without any amendment. I therefore beg to move that the bill be laid third time.
Ask, honourable members, I now put the question that third reading of Bill number 10 of 2025 be taken today. Those of the will say aye, and those of the contrary will say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Government Business, Bills, third reading, Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, ASCEND Malawi, project using MADFACE Programmatic Approach Program, authorization and ratification.
The Minister now should quote the whole bill. Honourable Minister.
Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that Bill number 10, the International Development Association, Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, authorization and ratification bill, be laid third time and passed.
I beg to move.
I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. Honourable members, I now put the question that Bill number 10 of 2025, International Development Association Accelerating Sustainable and Clean Energy Access Transformation in Malawi, ASCEND Malawi, project using the MADFACE Programmatic Approach Program, authorization and ratification be taken today and passed. Those of the people say aye, and those of the contrary people say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. The bill has passed. Congratulations, Honourable Minister, and indeed your counterpart, Honourable Minister of Energy. Congratulations, sir. I hope now the people of Chimbia, Shtantamapili, will have electricity. Mlengwe, Tolotava, Kasera, Nalunga, Kamwendo, Chiringa, Govati, Kunene Kude, Zomba Tondwe, Chikwawa Nkombezi, Bondomari in Lilongo Centro, and all those other constituencies who have electricity. Thank you. Government Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to request that we waive the order of the business today by going to business on the supplementary order paper, Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chief Whip, the motion was already passed, so we just switch to the supplementary order paper, clerk.
Supplementary order paper, Government Business, Bills, first reading, Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project, loan authorization.
Honorable Minister Waiver.
Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that all relevant standing orders be waived in order for us to tackle Bill number 15 of 2025, the OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project, Loan Authorization Bill 2025. This is because this is a very important project that requires government's immediate intervention. I therefore believe that it is in the interest of this government and country, but also in particular people from Mangochi-Makanjira to have this loan. I therefore beg to move.
Honourable members, there's a motion that looking at how the people of Mangochi-Makanjira have suffered, especially during the rainy season, may their road be now attended to. So we therefore violate all level standing orders in order that the House tackles this bill, specifically to please the people of Mangochi-Makanjira. Those of the opinion say aye, and those of the court opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. We are here for Mangochi-Makanjira people. Clerk, please, business.
Item 3, Government Business Bill, first reading, Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project, Loan Authorization.
Honorable Minister, second reading when?
Today and now, First Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members, there's a motion. Honourable members, there's a motion that second reading of Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project be taken today. Those of the bill say aye. Those of the court opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honourable Minister. Correct.
Government Business Bill, second reading, Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project, Loan Authorization.
May I now invite the people of Mangochi-Makanjira to listen attentively to the Minister of Finance. Mr. Finance, the floor is yours. For this one, I'll urge you to go in front, please. For this one. For this one. Very, very important. Very, very important.
First Deputy Speaker, Bill number 15 of 2025, the OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project, Loan Authorization Bill. 6, to authorize the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs to borrow from the OPEC Fund for International Development funds amounting to $20 million US, which is approximately 35 billion Malawi kwacha, to partly finance the construction and rehabilitation of the Mangochi-Makanjira Road Project. First Deputy Speaker, so far the government has secured commitments for co-financing for the project as follows. The Saudi Fund for Development, $20 million US. The OPEC Fund for International Development, $20 million US. The Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development, $6 million US. And the government of Malawi, $28 million US. Deputy Speaker, the House might wish to be informed that discussions with the prospective co-financers for the projects are underway. However, considering the urgency of the project has been divided into two lots. As such, the aforementioned co-financers, whose financing has been confirmed, will take the first lot that will cover about half of the project. Second, First Deputy Speaker, the August House may wish to be advised that the main objective of the project is to improve trade, tourism and transportation by constructing and rehabilitating the Mangochi-Makanjira Road. Further to this, First Deputy Speaker, the object of this particular credit from the OPEC Fund will be used to upgrade the existing section of the road from Mangochi to Mwanjati, which is 36 kilometers, from a single lane to paved road to a full two-lane bitumen paved standard road. Specifically, this credit from OPEC fund will be used to upgrade the Mangochi-Mwanjati section of the road to a bitumen standard with 2 lanes each, which is 3.4 meters wide. Paved shoulders of 1.5 meters along the road and 2 meters in urban areas. Sidewalks of 2 meters on each side and 196 hydraulic structures, 40 large box culverts and 66 small box culverts, and 90 concrete pipe culverts. The project will also support the review and validation of the engineering design, review and update the environmental and social impact assessment, resettlement action plan, and environmental and social management plan, and preparation of tender documents and supervision of civil works. The project will also finance the cost of land acquisition and the potential economic or physical displacement of affected persons, which is required for the expansion of the right of way of the road to accommodate the additional lane. These funds will also cover the cost of an infrastructure engineer, an environmental and social safeguard specialist, the purchase of a vehicle and office equipment, and project implementation unit operations, monitoring and evaluation, and the capacity building. Deputy Speaker, the benefits to be realized from this project cannot be overemphasized. This upgrade will improve the road quality, reduce travel times, enhance safety, and ensure year-round accessibility. It will further support economic activities and improve access to essential services for the surrounding communities. Speaker, this loan from the OPEC Fund is being provided to the government of Malawi on very favorable terms, which are as follows: interest rate of 1% per annum on the amount withdrawn and outstanding, and commitment fee of 0.50% per annum on an withdrawn loan balance, and loan tenure of 20 years, including 5 years grace period. Speaker, you may wish to be advised that this means that the government will only be required to repay the loan and the 1% and 0.50% per annum interest and commitment charges respectively, and out of the government consolidated account. It is for this reason, therefore, that the Malawi government is requesting for an approval from this August House to access the funds which are on favorable terms. Deputy Speaker, in view of the anticipated huge positive impact of this project on the lives of people living in the areas along and surrounding Mangochi-Makanjira Road project, the success of this project, therefore, is of paramount importance and hence needs the support of this August House. Deputy Speaker, let me assure the August House that government will utilize these resources in accordance with the provisions of the loan agreement that will be signed with the OPEC Fund, as well as the Public Finance Management Act of 2022. Specifically, the government will ensure proper management of the financial resources as well as effective implementation of the project to achieve the intended purpose. Deputy Speaker, it is also important that we stress here that these terms are the best terms a sovereign can get from the OPEC Fund. May I therefore invite the honorable members of the House to join me in thanking the OPEC Fund for International Development for providing this loan to the government of Malawi, and I call upon the House to support the bill. I therefore beg to move that the bill be laid a second time. Deputy Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance. We now do recognize spokespersons from the main opposition parties, beginning with the owner of the road in Mangochi Central for DPP.
Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker, for granting this space to the people of Mangochi Central to respond to the bill which has been just tabled by the Minister of Finance. In the first place,
to respond on behalf
of the mighty DPP.
Was you speaking as DPP?
Yes.
Not Mangochi Central.
On behalf of the mighty DPP,
which is coming back in government on 16 September 2025. I need protection, Deputy Speaker.
Honour members to my right. Honour members to my right. Remember, we, the men here, we are the he for she champions. So every time a lady MP stands, it must begin with us. No, members. Every time a lady MP stands, it must begin with us to support them.
Let me assure my fellow member of that side that I'm coming back on 16 September. Keep calm. Yes.
I can assure you, I will campaign for you.
Thank you, Secretary.
You are coming back.
You are welcome to Mangochi.
Thank you.
So, Second Deputy Speaker, allow me to thank the leadership this side, under the able President of Professor Chamtarika, for trusting me to respond to this bill. Second Deputy Speaker, the challenges the people of Makanjira are facing cannot be overemphasized. Being a mother, born in Mangochi, when I see pregnant women suffering to go to Mangochi Hospital because of the bad load, my heart melts. Being an MP from Mangochi, it really pains me to see how people are suffering in Mankachira. Deputy Speaker, you recall recently we saw clips on social media, cars being washed away on the Rugola River. Makanjira Mangochi Bridge Road has got over 100 bridges which need to be repaired. But before we adopt and authorize this bill, we from the mighty DPP would like to pose some few questions to the Minister. Second Deputy Speaker, the Minister has elaborated some bridges.
First Deputy Speaker.
First Deputy Speaker.
Put your records straight, please.
The Minister has informed this House that we already authorized some funds from funders. One of them being 75,000 riyals from Saudi Arabia under the Act of 10 of 20, Bill number 10 of 2024, which we authorized in this House last year. And the people of Makanjira had very high hopes in the government. Senior Chief Makanjira, the council chair, even the member from Makanjira went to Saudi Arabia to negotiate on this loan. And we passed the bill here, but up to now, nothing has happened on Makanjira Mangochi Road. As I'm speaking now, not even a campsite has been erected on this road, giving hope to the people of Makanjira that soon or later, the road is going to be constructed. So we would like to ask the Minister, where are we on the 75 million Saudi riyals, which we authorized in this House? Because there's nothing tangible seen on the Mangochi-Makanjira road. And the other question we from the mighty DPP would like to ask is on the 28 million, which the Minister said has been allocated from Malawi government. First Deputy Speaker, I didn't see it in the budget, unless the Minister should elaborate which page is showing the 28 million which government has set aside to assist the Mangochi-Makanjira road. And the last question would be, if we authorize this bill, what assurance is the government giving to the people of Makanjira? I said before, we have authorized, we have seen so many funders coming in to assist the Mangochi-Makanjira road, but First Deputy Speaker, there's nothing tangible seen on Makanjira road. And the people of Makanjira road are still suffering as I'm talking now. The IP deliveries is a mess. Even Dodima to assist the people of Makanjira, it is a mess now. People are suffering. The Dodima or whoever want to bring items to Makanjira needs to use Salima and you load them on the boat. to Makanjira when we have a road which could have been fixed by this government. But all in all, we do support this bill for the suffering of the people of Makanjira. And the good thing we know, come 16 September, is the government of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika who are going to manage these resources. And it will be the Professor Peter Mutharika officially to open this road. First Deputy Speaker, you know the people of Mangochi Center, we are famous of composing songs. As I'm speaking now, to officiate the opening of Mangochi Makanjira Road. With these few remarks, First Deputy Speaker, we in the DPP support the bill. Thank you so much.
Powerful. Thank you very much, the people of Mangochi Center, speaking on behalf of the opposition party, DPP. We now go to opposition party, UDF, Mangochi South, Commissioner Patel.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, for recognizing Mangochi South, who is standing on behalf of the United Democratic Party. First Deputy Speaker, UDF supports Bill number 25, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi Makanjira Road Project Loan Authorization Bill. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, the bill itself, it says Mangochi Makanjira. Now, when you look at the portion that's going to be done, is Mangochi Mwanjati, which is 36 kilometers. But for the road to reach, I don't know which part of Makanjira you're talking about. If it's the end of Makanjira, it's, I don't know, a lot of kilometers. So this looks like you're going to bitumize less than half of the road for the time being, which is okay. There's always a start to everything. But I wish the bill should also not say Makanjira when it's not Makanjira, when it's just Mwanjati. First Deputy Speaker, I was on that road about a month ago. First Deputy Speaker, I was about to drown there, together with a car. When I left, everybody says, but when I went there, oh my God, especially when coming back, when we went, we were getting stuck in mud. But when coming back, the rain came, and we were taking a risk. And to say the truth, at the time, I saw God up there trying to save our lives. It was a horror. And I even said to myself, why was I doing this? When I knew in advance, so what I'm saying is, thank you very much that at least you're building Mwanjati 36 kilometers. It's a start, but title the bill accordingly. Because if you say Mangochi Makanjira, it means going all the way Panakumabeta. So, no, I'm not a spokesperson for Chakwera, please. I'm a spokesperson for UDF. First,
Honorable members, order members. Honorable Deputy Minister, order, please.
What have I said to annoy?
Order members.
What have I done to annoy him? All I'm saying is appreciating. So what should I appreciate? I'm appreciating kapena simuziwa chizungutu. I'm appreciating kuti wayamba Mangochi Makanjira Road, which is very good. And I hope when I say Mangochi, muyambire pa bridge. Because the road from the bridge, Bakili Muruzi Road, I mean the highway, that portion, it's in a very, very bad state. So when you're saying Mangochi, Makanjira, you should include that portion from the bridge, Bakili Muruzi Bridge. Speaker, First Deputy Speaker, I don't know what is it the noise is all about. Because all I'm doing here is appreciating. And then everybody's saying, what is this?
Address the chair. Ignore.
No.
Ignore the woo. Address the chair, please.
First Deputy Speaker, I think, you prefer me to oppose. I'm not opposing. I'm just giving recommendations, that's all.
Commissioner, address the chair. You've been here before. You know how it gets when you're closer to the elections.
Yeah, I think so. We all have the election fever. So, but anyway, I think we're all coming back. I'm telling you, we're all coming back. It says, First Deputy Speaker, Ineo, I don't want to waste time, except supporting, but at the same time, where are we on the bridges? First Deputy Speaker, I don't know whether you've gone to Makanjira. If you see the bridges, what happened to the bridges? I think it was Cyclone Freddy. If you just look at the devastation of the bridges, how they were all steel bridges, huh? Those old modern steel, all washed away. And many of them, I didn't count, I don't know how many, but all washed away. All the bridges can't be seen. All it has is widened the original bridges, the original rivers. And I said, hey, the world does not belong to us. It belongs to the Almighty. Because that day, I don't know how the people of Makanjira survived. With these few remarks, First Deputy Speaker, UDF fully supports the bill. With those questions, I'm sure the Minister will answer those questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Mangochi South, Commissioner Patel, speaking on behalf of UDF. Honorable members, it's now up for general debate. We quickly go to Lero Mpungwepungwe. Lero Mpungwepungwe, you have the floor, sir.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me take this opportunity to thank you, particularly for giving the people of Lero Mpungwepungwe an opportunity to make a contribution towards this bill, a very, very important bill. The bill before us is a clear sign that we have a fatherly president who looks beyond the region, beyond tribe, beyond race, or indeed any other base that is used to classify us as human beings and as Malawians. The bill before us is a clear indication that the president looks at Malawi as a whole and not as a region. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I've traveled on this road twice, and I was asking myself, are we in Malawi or we are not in Malawi? For a long time, the people of Makanjira were treated as foreigners in their own country. For a long time, the people of Makanjira did not feel part of Malawi. And I'm glad that the president made a promise to the people of Makanjira that I am going to upgrade this road. And here we are, seeing that promise being realized for us. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, we have had presidents before who uprooted the whole university from Nalikule and planted it somewhere. We've had presidents before who upgraded the roads just in one region. We've had presidents before who uprooted the whole stadium to some other place. Had it not been for Madame Joyce Banda, that stadium should have been in some other place. We've had presidents who did not see beyond the regions. They only cared about one region, a region they came from. But we have a president here in Dr. Lazarus Makathe Chakwera who is able to look at people from Makanjira as Malawians, who is able to look at people from Chitipa as Malawians,
Honorable member for
who is able to look at people
there's
from
a point
Cholo
of order
as Malawians.
from Tolo Center. Honorable member, resume your seat. You've spoken for 3 minutes, so you have 2 minutes to go. Point of order, Tolo Center.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. I would like you to look at the presentation and probably look at the Chezi to Doa Road, to look at the Doa to the Doa Mponera Road, the Kasia.
Honorable member.
The Kasia.
Honorable member, I can see you want to contribute, so I will recognize you. Was you? I thought it's a point of order, but it's now a contribution. So I will recognize you. I promise. Lilongo Mpenu, please proceed. Immediately after Lilongo Mpenu, I will recognize Tolo Center, so that you should be able to express yourself fully, other than in a minute. So I'm going to give you 5 good minutes, so you're good to go. Thank you. Lilongo Mpenu.
Thank you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. Mr. Deputy Speaker, in Dr. Lazarus Makathe Chakwera, we have a president who looks at people from Garabe as Malawians. We have a president who looks at people from Mulanje as Malawians. We have a president who looks at people from Lilongwe as Malawians. We've got a president who looks at people from Chinji as Malawians. The bill that we are debating this time is a bill that is addressing a serious challenge in Mangochi. This road is a very economical road, a road that will bring economic transformation to the people of Makanjira. And we must thank the president for facilitating the construction, actually constructing this road for the people of Makanjira. And just like I said, this road is not only benefiting the people of Makanjira, most of us here have traveled on this road. This road, the construction of this road will shorten the time people travel from Mangochi to Makanjira. Like Mangochi South complained, we've seen videos of vehicles drowning. But the construction of this road will make sure that these problems will be but history. So, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, the people of Lilongwe are happy that we have a president in Dr. Lazarus Chakwera who treats everybody as a citizen of this country, including the people of Makanjira. For that reason, the people of Lilongwe wholeheartedly support Bill number 15, which is there to ensure that resources are available for the construction of the road Mangochi-Makanjira. I so submit, Mr. First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, the people of Lilongwe Mpenu Cholo Central. You have good 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. And indeed, let me acknowledge your kindness in allowing the people of Cholo Central to come in with their contribution to this very important bill. As the Minister highlighted, this bill intends to construct the Makanjira Road. This is a continuation of a good job that any government has got to come and do. It is the responsibility of a government to provide such amenities to its people, and that this is a loan that our very children shall come and pay. In fact, if the government had not brought up this bill, then one would have been wondering exactly why they are here. It is following the footsteps of the roads like the ones that I'm about to cite now. The Lilongwe Kasia Road, which runs to Sante, and by God's grace, it happens to be a road that takes to the home of the current president, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, and that road is not in Cholo. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, the bypass road, which comes from Bunda all the way to Nchinji roundabout, is not in Cholo. The Chezi to Doaboma road is not in Cholo. The Doatenof road to Doaboma is not in Cholo, Mr. First Deputy Speaker. I can go on, and I would love to say the Paul Kagame road is not in Cholo. The first interchange ever in Malawi there is not in Cholo. And I would like to invite all of us to look at Malawi as one. We can politic, yes, we know. We are going towards elections, yes, we know. We know we have got shadows in our constituency who are really hitting us hard and we want to tick the box. Yes, we know. But by the end of the day, Malawi is one. The reason that these other roads were done, the focus of the government now is to look at where the roads have not been done, and we are now together, government and the other side, doing the Makanjira Road as a unit, UDF, DP, and everybody. I therefore would like to say the people of Makanjira are happy. If you have been to Makanjira, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, there are so many rivers there, and you've got to count the bridges, up to 99 bridges. It's a very, very important road, and we needed to do this road. And the coming in of this particular loan is very, very important, and as DPP, we cannot in any way round stand on the way of this particular bill. What we would like to invite the government to do is to make sure that indeed our uptake, because at times our appetite to getting to start at times is very low. We don't want to lose this money, just like how we have lost other resources for other projects. Let's hit the ground running and make sure the people of Makanjira have got the roads, just like how all other Malawians that benefited from roads, and those other ones that are looking for roads, once they see this, they will have hope that indeed we can authorize other bills to make sure that we construct those roads. With these few remarks, I would like to thank you once again for the opportunity. Thank you.
I wanted to recognize Zomba Chisi, but leader is standing. Leader.
Honorable Speaker, if you listen from our fellow colleagues who have spoken, trying to check ourselves whether this government did this, unfortunately, nobody talks about Chamama, then the Speaker is worried that my dear brother from Cholo Central, you have forgotten 2 roads that you did in Lilongwe. The one that comes from area 23 to Chipasula, and the other one that comes from Saint to 25. Why do you continue to forget these roads that only lasted for 6 months? They completely washed away. If you go the road that you did in Dedza, the Rinchipebi Road one, completely taken out. If you go and see the Malabada one, very pathetic. The reader stands here to commend all works that are done in the past. We normally recommend. One of the roads that UDF did was the Tiolo from Limbe to Tiolo. That strong road from the UDF that our chair did. Up to now, if you drive from Limbe all the way to Tiolo, you find a solid road that was done by chair, the former president. Secondly, I wanted to say, today, let's forget everything. Today it's about Maganjira. A road that, of course, my dear brother, Cholo Central, have to check whether there are 99 bridges, whether there are others are called bridges, whatever. But for your information, it's 145 kilometers up to Fort Maguire. And the minister did allude to that because of the geographical position of Maganjira and the way how it is, and the need for quite a number of resources to be put together, he identified 4 funders. We have done now this one in Parliament. We have brought a 3rd one in Parliament. Probably next week we should be bringing the last one. That is in terms of finalizing the parliamentary process. That's why when I rose up, I spoke about finalizing the parliamentary processes. Funding has been done, signing has been done, but final authorization comes from this house. So when we come back next week to talk about Maganjira, we are talking about having money for the whole 145 kilometers. I'm debating Right Honorable First Deputy Speaker. And Cholo Tava, my sister, should know we came together in this house. I'm aware that it is only the Honorable Minister who winds up debate.
Chair, leader, address the chair.
I am Doa East. So as I'm speaking now,
ignore the other sentiments.
Thank you so much.
Ignore the undertones.
Thank
please.
you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable. So when I went to Fort Maguire, what we found in Maganjira, let's talk about Maganjira today, because what we found in Maganjira, they never had a hospital. They never had a hospital. For the first time, this beautiful hospital is being constructed in Maganjira through the Iceland government by the government of Dr. Lazarus Makafi Chakwe. A beautiful hospital in Maganjira. And we're talking about Maganjira, that Honorable Speaker. We're talking about electricity that has gone to Tielulanga headquarters. The Marep that has gone to Fort Maguire, Sabte Mambo, Malemia, Banali, Nkanda, Likono, Chilinda, Wachia Wangalusa. Wetu kuimanyira yundui. Jama njawa. The truth of the matter is, no matter whether they were governments, whatever, Maganjira was neglected. Whether it is MCP government in those past days, whether it is UDF, whether it is DPP, Maganjira was isolated. Let's thank His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera. Let's give him the credit that Maganjira now, we can be talking about Maganjira and Kuwait Fund, OPEC Fund, all of them going and discussing and bringing the money together so that the people of Maganjira should benefit. So let's not say this and that, because all of them had time. DPP had time.
we never had a bill here about Makanjira. The other party had the time. I can't mention the other party because they were so quiet on this one. The other party had the time. They never mentioned about Makanjira. I was in this house. The people of Makanjira are benefiting this road because of the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera. By next week, when we complete all these parliamentary processes, all the funders, we are going to have Makanjira in place. And all of us are going to benefit. Do you know the beautiful place in Malawi is Makanjira? Do you know the beautiful beaches there? Do you know the soil is rich in Makanjira? But because of the network access of the road, First Deputy Speaker, Makanjira is neglected. Do you know Makanjira, when they want to take patients, they have to come to Salima, they have to take them on the boats. Do you know the people of Makanjira, even when we want to go and distribute the remains, do you know we are failing to get to the people of Makanjira? Today,
Honorable member for Lower East, the chair was in Makanjira.
Thank you.
So he knows the calamities there in Makanjira.
Exactly.
Please, but the chair is enjoying your debate. Please proceed.
Thank you. So the East has got needs. The Narunga Road, yes, I'll talk about it another day. We can talk about roads, different roads, but today, let's address the people of Makanjira. They also pay tax. They are in Malawi. We should remember the people of Makanjira. Therefore, as Lower East, and by the way, our First Deputy Speaker, the people of Makanjira, they will tell you, come 2025, 16 September, the people of Makanjira will never forget Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera. The people of Makanjira who vote for Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera. No wonder you have two sons from Makanjira. You have Honorable Ibrahim Matola, the minister from Makanjira, Minister of Energy. You have Deputy Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Chambo, from Makanjira. The president loved the people of Makanjira. And when you come to Mangochi Boma, the Malawi Congress Party government, for the first time in Mangochi, the roads that were supposed to be done,
winding up.
The roads that were supposed to be done by our colleagues in Mangochi. In Mangochi kunalibe misewu ing'ono misewu wayamba ndi Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera pa Mangochi paboma msewu amakliye ku Monkey Bay uko wao kwa alafu Juma msewu mene uja suma mangidwa akumanga ndi Chakwera.
What language is that, leader? What language is that? What language is that?
First Deputy Speaker, I just want to say the Mangochi Monkey Bay Road, the Cape Maclear one, Dr. Chakwera. The Mangochi Roads, Dr. Chakwera. The Makanjira Hospital, Dr. Chakwera. Now we're talking about the Makanjira Road, Dr. Chakwera. Talk about the Mangochi district offices, the Matistore building, Dr. Chakwera. Look about the water treatment, Dr. Chakwera. The people of Mangochi, I was told when I went there, because I speak here, when I was there, that it's
Thank
only...
you very much,
Anayena kuti, anthu aku Mangochi, ndi dini yokha imene sangasinthe. Dini ndi chipembedzo. Anayena kuti, we can change, only dini ndi imene sitingasinthe. First Deputy Speaker, the people of Makanjira, the people of Mangochi, love Dr. Lazarus Makafe Chakwera. Honorable Minister, you have brought a very good bill. Next week, bring the remaining part so that the people of Makanjira can benefit. With those few words, I would like to beg that debate on the bill be curtailed in order to allow the Honorable Able Minister of Finance to wind up debate. I beg to move, First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader of the House. The people of Nalunga, the people of Umvera, the people of Lower East. Remember, there's a motion that debate on bill number 15. There's a motion. Remember, the debate on the bill number 15 of 25, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi Makanjira Road Project, loan authorization, be curtailed in order to allow the minister to wind up on the debate. Those of the people say aye, and those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, before you speak, point of order, Blantyre City South. Blantyre City South East.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker. First Deputy Speaker, is it in order that government should be lying to its people? The road in question of Makandira is 145 kilometers. The bill we are talking about is only enough for 20 kilometers. First Deputy Speaker, we cannot be sitting here and talking about something that has not come. We are talking of 5 years of MCP administration. Today, 5 months to election, they bring a bill for 20 kilometers. Where is the money that the president took from Saudi Arabia for this road? Where did that money go? We saw pictures here of the MP, the chiefs, the president, and all the family members. They went to Saudi Arabia. They told us they've taken money for this road. Where is that money? Today we are bringing only 20 kilometers, which is a loan. And we should be sitting here and thanking Jaguera for a loan that Malawians will pay? No, we will not do that. This should have been done during the 5 years. This is now campaign politics. This road, First Deputy Speaker, will be done by Professor Abba Peter Tarika.
Thank you, member. Thank you, member. The good news is it's not the first time governments have done this, even if it's a loan, but if it's under a specific government, they say, we have done this. When UDF was in power, the same happened. When DB was in power, the same happened. So the chair allows the debate to flow. But at the moment, it's time for the speaker to wind up the debate, then we go to committee stage. But I see Government Chief Whip standing. Government Chief Whip.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I think it's very important that people in this House should be able to read and understand what we are bringing in this House. I think that is why it was needful that at some point...
Honorable member, Honorable Chief Whip, say honorable, not people, just say honorable. Yeah, no.
It is important, Right Honorable Speaker, that honorable members in this House should be able to read and understand English. These bills are written here in English. The Honorable Minister articulated clearly that there are 4 funders in the first phase of this project that we are doing. And you need to know that it is a prerequisite of these funders that we cannot start the project until all the funding procedures are established in this House. And Saudi Arabia is one of the funders, the Saudi fund, 20 million. And this project the bill that we're debating here is another 20 million from the OPEC. There is 9.6 that is awaiting another procedure here in Parliament. Next week, 9.6. And Malawi government is putting up also some resources. That will constitute the first phase. Before the first phase is even concluded, we are going to move to the second phase because we don't want to wait for these phases. The people can't wait any longer. That is why a little bit of school is important in this House, especially from 4. It is important. People must have from 4 to understand these rules. So, Honorable Speaker, it's pointless that people should come here and make arguments when they don't even understand these issues.
Honorable Government Chief Whip, every member who is here is eligible, is well qualified. So desist from that. But I know it's campaign mood that we are in. The times are Honorable Minister, winding up, please. Mr. Finance, winding up. Honorable Minister, winding up. Honour members, please. Your minister is standing. Honourable members, please. Honor members, honor members, honor members, honor members. Honorable Minister, please resume a seat. Honorable Minister, please resume a seat. When the chair, members, you know the rules. When the chair has stood, everybody stop speaking. You know the rules. Standing by the chair is the final. We are here because of the people of Makanjira. They have suffered for so long. I have been there when I went to distribute Dr. maize. The people need the road as of yesterday. So be quiet. Minister, wind up. We need money for Makanjira. We need a road for Makanjira. Thank you.
First Deputy Speaker, thank you, and through you, First Deputy Speaker, I would like to provide some clarifications on quite a number of issues that have been raised. First Deputy Speaker, First Deputy Speaker, I need to be protected. First Deputy Speaker, through you, I would like to respond by providing some clarifications. Number one is that we have secured funding for this road.
I don't want to mention our constituencies.
We have secured funding for this particular road, but just to make mention, First Deputy Speaker, that I have brought in this House the Saudi Fund for Development, the OPEC Fund now, and very soon I will be bringing the Kuwait Fund. And in total, all the 4 funders who have committed their resources to construct and rehabilitate this particular road. Just to make mention, First Deputy Speaker, that when we have done all this, we'll be able now to roll out the first phase, which will cover 36 kilometers. I have also ably indicated in this bill the technical designs on how the roads will be done, and I hope it is imperative upon honorable members of the House to appreciate the same. I'm happy that both the DPP and UDF have supported this bill. The bill was supposed to be done by yesterday because of the importance of the road. It is against this background, therefore, that in fulfillment of the commitment and the political will that Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera has put in this project to be done for the benefit of people of Mangochi Makanjira, I beg this House to soberly discuss on this one and support this bill. I therefore, First Deputy Speaker, beg that the second reading be done now. First Deputy Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, I now put the question that Bill number 15 of 2005, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi Makanjira Road Project, road authorization, be read a second time. Those of the opinion say aye, and those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Government Business Bill, Committee State, Bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi Makanjira Road Project, loan authorization.
Honorable Member for Zomba Chisi, Chair, Public Accounts. Zomba Chisi. Is Zomba Chisi here? Zomba Chisi, may you come and chair community stage. Thank you. Minister of Homeland. Minister of Homeland. Honorable Mikaya.
Honourable members, welcome to committee stage of order, please. Door West, order. Order, leader of UDF. Thank you. Honourable members, welcome to the committee stage of bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development Construction and Rehabilitation of Kwachema Road Project, loan authorization. I wish to inform you, honourable members, that so far the chair has not received any notice of proposed amendments on this bill. If no one wishes to speak, I now put a question. The question is that clause 1 to 6 stand part of the bill. Those of the opinion say aye, and those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honourable members, this marks the end of committee stage of bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Kwachema Road Project, loan authorization. Thank you very much for your active participation. Thank you very much.
Honourable members, remember, we are here for Kwachema Road. Please, I need your attention. Thank you. Reporting, clerk.
Government business, bill, report stage, bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development Construction and Rehabilitation of Kwachema Road Project, loan authorization.
Honourable Minister of Finance, reporting.
First Deputy Speaker, I would like to report that the bill passed through committee stage without any amendment. I therefore beg to move that the bill be laid a third time.
Thank you very much. Honourable members, I now put the question that third reading of bill number 1525 be taken today. Those of the opinion say aye, and those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried.
Government business, bill, third reading, bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development Construction and Rehabilitation of Kwachema Road Project, loan authorization.
Honourable Minister, now you read in full. Honourable Minister.
First Deputy Speaker, I would like to beg that the bill number 15 of 2025, the OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and Rehabilitation of Mangochi Maganjira Road Project, loan authorization, be laid the third time and pass.
Beg to move.
I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister of Finance. Honourable members, I now put a question that the bill number 15 of 2025, OPEC Fund for International Development, Construction and the Rehabilitation of Mangochi Maganjira Road Project, loan authorization, be read the third time and passed. Those of the opinion say aye, and those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried that the bill has passed. Congratulations, Honourable Minister. Congratulations to the people of Mangochi Maganjira, Wachia Wangaruza, Changantuma, Changasala. Leader of the House, please. I look forward to a day when the people of Chamama also hear these sentiments. One day is coming. Honourable Leader of the House, please.
Yeah, Honourable, in Yao, we have our own way of saying it. We say, Ujika wangali kunda kunyuma. So it's only a few people that can understand. Even Mangochi Central have problems to understand that. But you need a friend. You need a friend to pat at your back. And the friend for the people of Maganjira is none other than Dr. Lazarus Makafejawe. But one funny thing, when my whip here was contributing, Blanta City South said, "You are a reverend." Then he said, "Yes, I'm a reverend, but I went to Polytechnic, I did engineering." Then Blanta South said, "Yes, I was also there." I said, "Yeah, I remember you. Unkamanga my engine." So that's what I wanted to say on a funny thing. But unfortunately, all of them are not here. Let's go for a break. First Deputy Speaker.
Honourable members, we now take a break. We'll come back at 22 minutes to 5. House suspended.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.